my criminal activity besides gangbanging was pimping. That was my...
At what age?
I started that around 13, 14 years old.
Pimping for somebody else.
No, pimping for me.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's some good... That's pretty entrepreneurial.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark Howley.
The Mark Howley Show. How did you do it and why? Hey, good morning, and this is Mark Howley, and back here for another one of my shows. Welcome, and appreciate anybody listening. Today I got Dom with me, and Dom's got a pretty good story, and one that is filled with some tough stuff and some good stuff, and a guy who's just trying to live life and do his thing and do the best he can at it. So, Dom, say hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about you. How old are you? Where are you from? All that kind of stuff.
I just had a birthday, July 27th, so I'm 33 years young.
33.
Yeah.
Damn, not even out of your diapers yet.
Oh, man. Right. I wish I could go back, to the diapers for real,
Yeah.
But I'm from Sacramento, California.
Yeah.
Been out here for about 7-8 years now.
7-8 years in Seattle now.
Yes, sir.
So where were you raised in Sacramento? I mean, tell us a little bit about your backstory.
So I was raised in South Sacramento, a place called the Gardens.
Yeah.
So it's more of your heavier Crip area in the city.
So Crips as in, the traditional Crips and Bloods and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
I can't say I know the crowd too well.
Yeah. You're not missing anything. Yeah.
So you're born in this neighborhood.
I was.
And then, so what happens? I mean, you got yourself in some trouble. I know that over time.
Yeah.
But how does that, I mean, what's the family, what's up with your family and all that kind of stuff?
So I'm adopted. My mother, my adopted mother, she took me in and raised me. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Mm-hmm.
They're all extremely older than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is like in their 50s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was the baby.
Super baby.
I was the super baby.
Uh-huh.
Right. So growing up, I finally, if you will, understood where life took a turn for me.
Okay.
And this is probably like maybe a year or 2 ago that I figured
that you came to the realization.
That I came to the realization what happened to me.
So let's hear that.
Right. So I'm probably about 6 years old, and my older brother catches a case. So he ends up going to prison. Now,
so catches a case means, just for those of us who are, something happens, gets caught, something going wrong, boom. Now he's in the arms of the law.
Absolutely. And very impactful. I'm young, but I want to go everywhere my brothers go.
Yeah.
It's just
what you want to do. I'm the youngest of 5 boys.
Yeah.
With 3 sisters. So my older brothers were just whatever they're doing, I'm doing.
Absolutely. They were gods to me.
So you're about 6 years old.
Yeah.
And your brother gets arrested, effectively.
Yeah.
And you're a 6-year-old kid.
Yeah.
This has now, when in looking back, that has a big impact on you.
Right.
And what was that impact?
So after him getting locked up, I have another brother. He's older than that one, by probably like 3 years or so. So they were pretty tight, close. Yeah. And then you got me tagging along. And the oldest brother ends up getting married, and he moved a few hours away. So now in my head, both of my brothers are gone.
Yeah, you're on your own.
I'm on my own. So continuing on through life, no brothers around me, no male to look up to,
Sure.
Consequently, you end up looking to the street, and I fell into that around, I'll say, the age of 12, I would say.
So or by that, you're just migrating, like slowly kind of hanging out with some guys on the fringes, and then before you know it, you're feeling good about yourself, and you're just a young kid, and you're just trying to get acceptance.
Right.
So now you're getting pulled in, I guess, I presume, deeper and deeper.
Yeah. And I mean, For me, I wouldn't say that. Well, yeah, I was getting pulled in pretty deep, and after, so I remember very well. I went to see my brother one time in the visiting room. I got on my Chuck Taylors,
Oh yeah, Chuck Taylors,
Chuck Taylors, blue blue shoestrings, all the stuff, right? I'm in there, and my brother looks, and it was the look like, there it is. He's on his way.
He's going.
He's going.
Did he say anything to you, like don't go, or just look at you and just kind of like?
He didn't say anything in the visiting room. We went to a family visit, probably some weeks or months later, and he had a talk with me, and we was outside in the little patio and whatnot, and it was basically like, man, I don't want you following the same footsteps I did, but at that point, it's like, dude, you're still my idol. You're still a god to me.
Yeah.
So damn what you're talking about. I'm following in your footsteps.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it better.
So I thought,
or the same. Yeah, well, but you're a kid. How are you, 13, 14 now?
I'm 12. I'm still 12. Yeah, I'm
Holy
still 12. Shit. And I'm just like, yeah, man. My mom, she would say, "Oh, you remind me of your brother so much. You're always fighting and this." And she thinking it's reprimanding me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it as, yeah, I'm like my brother.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
I'm kicking ass.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to. So I thought,
And there's a whole pile of kids at that age in on the game at this age? Or are you young in that crowd?
I'm young, right? So I've always been the youngest in every crowd I've been in. Mm-hmm. Always, So I didn't, in my neighborhood, my neighborhood is like one of the oldest neighborhoods in Sacramento, mm-hmm. next to our rivals, Oak Park. So a lot of the dudes there are exceptionally far older than I am.
Yeah, yeah. So you're the little guy. Again, now you're just a little guy tagging along.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanting to be like the big guys.
Just want to be like the big guys. Now my peers, the kids my age and whatnot, once you get to like your upper middle school, like 8th grade going into 9th mm-hmm. grade, mm-hmm. that's when the lines are separated. Yeah. Now instead of you guys being friends and whatnot in the neighborhood, we're now enemies. I was probably about 14 years old, and I saw my best friend murdered. Wow. So that really, I'm gangbanging for sure now. Like we got guns now. Uh-huh. We're sliding.
So now you see your friend get killed, and now you're thinking, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody back.
Absolutely.
And are you even thinking about it, or you just it's just
my
what I do?
It's my responsibility, right? So,
and do you know who did it?
I don't. I know what neighborhood they was from, and that's it.
You know the neighborhood.
I know the neighborhood, so it's hell on that neighborhood. Mm-hmm. All while I was growing up until I hit the pen, basically, and grew from all this. Mm-hmm. But
was there any time in that you were like, prior to getting, obviously in the pen, but I mean, was there a time in there where you're like, I'm fucking up? Or did it not even cross your mind?
It did not cross my mind at all. I told myself, I'm going to be like my brother. I'm going to be like Stanley Tookie Williams. Like I'm on that level of gangbanging. Like I'm going to school, creased down Dickie suits, blue rags hanging, the little corduroy belts that they used to have, uh-huh. with the little metal lettering, uh-huh. All the stuff, man. I'm gangbanging, like,
and selling drugs and all that kind of shit.
No, I never got into drugs. Conveniently enough,
you personally never got into them.
I personally never.
Holy shit! Yeah. I was smoking a lot of weed by 14. A lot. I don't know. It's so interesting that you didn't do it.
I didn't do it. Never once. Never nothing.
Drinking?
I'll drink, and that even came later.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't like when I was 12 or anything like that. It was later once I start going to parties and stuff like mm-hmm. that. Mm-hmm. my I guess you could say my criminal activity besides gangbanging was pimping.
Uh-huh.
You know, that was my.
At what age?
I started that around 13, 14 years old.
Pimping for somebody else?
No, pimping for me.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
that's pretty entrepreneurial. I mean, it may not be the right thing to do, right. But I mean,
yeah, man.
If you can find something right to do, you're going to make some money at it.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, because now, well, we can get into details or not, but now you're basically some girls having sex with somebody, and you're getting some money for it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Did somebody older tell you how to do that?
Yeah, it was an older woman that I had, and you know, I mean, in the terms we use, she was a predator. You know, she was over 18. You know, but I'm acting like I'm grown. You know, so
you're pretending.
I'm pretending like a mug, man. You know, but yeah, she showed me the ropes, man. Taught me the game. And from that point on, it was I didn't look back. I'm pimping. I'm gangbanging. I'm doing all the things. You know.
And so like you said, Oak Park. You know these guys.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, like know them personally. Like that's so and so and so and so.
Yeah, I know a lot of dudes from Oak Park. You know, just growing up. You know, when you're one of those guys from your neighborhood, it's like you know who those guys are too that are from over there. You know, it's because you know you gotta watch out. Oh, such and such is outside. He's on the hunt. Watch yourself. You know, type time. You know, so I know a lot of those guys. In fact, I went to high school on the outskirts of Oak Park. You know, so you know, and that was rough within itself. You know, it's like it was because where I lived at and where I had to go to school, I had to cross through about probably 6 enemy hoods to get to school, you know.
I mean, I don't know the life. All I know is, well, I do know like little examples of it, but you know, like in our neighborhood, if you wandered into the wrong neighborhood, it'd probably be, you know, just some white kids giving you shit, you know, like why are you here? Or what are you doing? But no one ever was, you know, fucking shooting at me.
Oh man, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, well, I mean, I want to get on to your life as it is now, but I think it's a great. I think younger kids need to hear it. But you're just during this time. Are you afraid? Are you spooked? Or are you just in a zone?
I'm in a zone. It was like, and I think back in my older years, I'd be talking to some of my homeboys and stuff like that. We just be like, man, what were we thinking? Like, we was really doing that and had no fear about it whatsoever. Like, we didn't care whether we lived or died or anything. Our goal was, at least for me, and my homeboys used to call my big homie from the pen and be like, bro, we're hearing your little homie's name all the way in here. You need to slow down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He's going to end up in here with us, you know? And for me, and a lot of adolescents in the time of gangbanging from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s and stuff like that, we looked at prison as a badge of honor. Crazy enough, you know, it was like we couldn't. I was one that couldn't wait to go to the pen. You know,
really,
like, man, what? I couldn't. You know, I thought
like a silver star,
like a silver star. You survived the war, you know, and now you coming home with, you know, a lot of love and respect from your neighborhood, your peers, your older homies, all the stuff. The younger homies is looking up to you. So it was.
And when you go in now, okay, if we were to jump forward a little bit now. What happens if you get caught? I mean, what goes on there? Was it like a sting, or was it just like you just fucked up?
Yeah, so
well, obviously you fucked up. That goes without saying. We're not gonna.
I fucked up, right? And I tell cats, man, it's the greed that brings you down a lot of the times.
Greed.
You
want money.
Want it all. Money. You know, and that's what ultimately took me down. So at this time, so we call them stables, you know, where it's a home or apartment, whatever it may be, filled with girls.
Yeah,
if you will, right?
Well, you're pimping. That's what, or men, I guess, whatever.
Right.
Whoever,
man. No. For the record, women.
If I'm going to wander into that crowd, it's going to be with women. I'm not going anywhere for anything else.
Absolutely, right? So, I'm pretty deep. I'm very well known because at this point, prior to me getting locked up, I sort of took my mind frame out of gangbanging. Now it's all about getting money, right? So at this time, I got 3 stables. I'm probably about 70 toes deep. Toes is what we call
women,
right?
70,
not 70. So it's the toes so we have 10 toes.
Okay. So all right. 70 toes. All right. So we got 7 players.
Right.
7 workers.
Mm-hmm. So I end up firing one. That was my thing. I didn't beat women. I didn't do any of that. I felt like if I gotta hit you, I don't need you. Right. So I'll just fire you.
Yeah.
So one girl did something out of pocket and I fired her. She's sitting there calling, trying to come back, all that jazz, and I'm denying her every time. Like, no. So
you're fired. You got your walking papers.
Yeah, hit her with the Donald Trump. You're fired. So she's calling, trying to come back, all the stuff, and on this particular phone call, she's like, "I'm calling the police and blah 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 blah." I'm like, "Oh no!" So crazy enough, it was like the next day or so, I want to say, I come out of the hotel room and there's 2 cop cars sitting behind my car.
This isn't good.
Not good. So we scurry. I tell everybody, pack up, let's go. Boop boop. We scurry, hit the back street. Boom boom. Get on the light rail, out of there, because the light rail was like probably 5 minutes away from where we were standing. Or where we were staying. I'm sorry. And got on the light rail. I said, I'm out of here. I go to Colorado. I'm out there for a little while. Just laying low, letting the heat die down. I come back.
The criminal always comes back.
Always come back, boy. I came back. I'm like, okay, start the engines. Let's go again. I say, you know what? It's good money in San Diego, but my partner, he's like, man, let's go to a college party out there, San Marcos.
I know San Marcos. Yeah, I've been there.
So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Party, and I can make some money. Why not?
Let's give it a run.
Give it a run, yeah. Right. So one of the girls was like, well, I want to come. Woo-dee-woo-woo. I'm like, nah, I'm probably going to take somebody else or whatever the case. She keep pressing it. Everybody's telling me not to go. Don't listen.
Don't go to San Marcos.
Don't go to San Marcos.
Don't go. Stay put.
I go anyway.
You're going. Well, of course you are going to go. Fuck them. I'm going.
I'm going. I'm going to have me a good time. So I get down there. I set her up, and we're at San Marcos. We're partying, having a good time. Next day comes around. I'm sitting there hitting up all my guys. I'm like, yeah, I'm out here. I'm gonna come link with you. Da 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 da. But before that, I'm gonna go ahead and give me some money.
Well, of course.
So I'm driving around, excuse me. I'm driving around trying to drop her off.
Looking for some business.
Right? So she's getting blown up on the phone. I take her to one cop car.
Buh.
So she scurries back. I'm like, huh. I get the word that the if you will, the where they work at, where the girls work at, is hot. They're doing stings and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, can't go there. So then I'm like, okay, we're just gonna do.
Now, are you getting off on a little bit of like running from the man and at the same time making money? Or are you just thinking, that's fucking in the way of me making money and I got to find another place to go? Or is it a little bit of both? Or
it's a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
A little adrenaline out of just the run, the chase, the hide.
And I'm not thinking they're on me. That's what I'm not thinking. But I'm seeing signs that maybe they are, because conveniently enough, we're encountering police too much. Right?
Yeah, too much. Yeah, we're getting a little too much heat.
A little too much heat. So boom, towards the end of the night, I get a hotel on Pack Highway, nice hotel, and she gets a call.
For business.
For business.
Business call. All right.
I take her, drop her off. It's $300. I'm like, okay, $300 for 30 minutes to an hour. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm in.
So I drop her off, and my words verbatim before she got out the car was, "Watch this be a setup." Those was my words.
And you were right.
I was right. I dropped her off. Next thing I know, I'm getting these text messages. She calls me, and the voice I'm hearing, I'm like, this voice sounds all too familiar to where something's wrong. Because just some months ago, something had happened, and she sounded like that, and I had to kick into gear.
So your brain just goes, boom, something's up.
I'm like, I'm getting these weird text messages. At first, I answered like one or two, and then I'm like, nah, this is too weird. I'm gonna stop answering that. Next thing I know, she's like, come pick me up. Just real dry, real stale. I'm like, all right, I go.
There they are.
There they go, man. I get a phone call. I'm holding the phone. The phone lights up. Boom. Next thing I know, drawn down with guns, all the stuff. Get out the car. I'm like, man, what did I do? I'm like, all this for parking in the red zone? Like, what's going on, man? You know what you did? No, I don't think I do, Man, they took my butt to San Diego County, man, and I'm in the interrogation room. My partner who I went down there with, they got him, he's sitting there. Yeah, he was the one pimping, woo, woo.
So he and you don't know what the other one's saying. They got you separated.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but until I find out later, right? Yeah. And I'm just like, dang, my partner didn't even give me time to take the rap, take my beef. Like, I'm not gonna let you go down for what I did, So next thing I know, man, I'm in San Diego County. I'm sitting there, I'm like, Mark, I'm young, man. I'm 19.
Oh, goddamn, 19.
19, man. I'm skinny. I ain't got no muscle, no nothing. I'm just sticks and bones.
Yeah, you're a little brat.
Yeah, man. I go into the tank. Where you from? Whoop whoop whoop. Now I got to kick into that. I'm like, hey, man, I'm such and such from Bloods Crips. What's up? And being that I'm not from their politics, it was sort of smooth for the little time I was in their little tank or whatever the case is. Next thing I know, man, they call my name. I'm thinking, okay, all right, I'm about to get free. Let's go. Man, they're like, yeah, you got a federal hold. I'm like, a federal hold? What's that?
The fuck is that? Doesn't sound good.
Don't sound good at all.
Federal and hold. That's not good. That's not a federal free. That's a federal hold.
Federal hold. I was sitting there. Now, at this time, I don't know federal prison.
You're 19.
I'm 19. I know state prison because that's where my brother is at, I don't know federal prison for nothing.
And they're talking about sending you there.
They're talking about sending me there. They put me in the car. They like, man, look, they got this thing where we got what they call a free talk. If we know you're a reputable gang member from where you're from. I know you know about some murders and this, that, and the third. If you want to talk to us, let us know. We'll help you out with your, I'm sitting there. I'm like,
is that a death sentence? You can start ratting out on people, or are you like, fuck, I don't know what to do?
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm like, what are they even talking about? I know I come from a pimping and pandering charge. You're getting 6 months, if that, and first offense, all that good stuff. Yeah. So I'm still like,
whatever.
Man,
just give me my punishment and let me move on.
Let me move on, man. I get there, man. Next thing I know, indictment. Federal indictment.
You don't even know what the fuck is all going on.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. I'm
but it ain't good.
But it's not good. I was sitting on my bunk one night sleeping, and I had a dream. This is where all my spirituality comes from. I had a dream, and it basically showed me one particular incident that I did on the street. I ended up in the dream, I ended up killing the person, and I got 50 years. I got sentenced to 50 years in my dream. A light came out of nowhere. Voice starts talking to me, and it was like, it said, hey, I just wanted to show you where your life could have been. You're not gonna do life. You're gonna get 5 years. That's what it was.
Some message came to you.
Just some message came to me.
Powerful,
right? I'm never ever able to remember my dreams. I remember that one play by play, right? So I'm going through the motions, going through the time. You know, I'm still not taking everything serious as far as my case goes, right? So one lawyer, she's like, well, let's go to trial. Da 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 da. I'm like, go to trial, lady. Look, I'm a pimp. They got that. They gonna got my phone, everything. They seeing videos, money, all the stuff. You know, I'm like,
I'm guilty.
I'm guilty, right? You know, I'm guilty. Like, I'm not going to trial so they can hammer me with 30 years or something like that. That's crazy work. So you're not talking my language. You're fired. So end up firing her. I get another lawyer. End up firing. It didn't last long with that person either. That probably, I think, the first or second visit, I was done with that one. And then I get this like German or English cat, man. He comes, he's like, now at this point, I'm defeated. I'm sort of,
another one of these motherfuckers are gonna come in here and this is bullshit.
This is bullshit, man. Because they come with the same rhetoric, man. Oh, if you want to get below the mandatory minimum, because like I said, I'm fighting 25 years, which is the minimum, and to life, right?
Oh, it's a great feeling, I imagine. Jesus Christ.
Terrible feeling.
Cry
man.
again.
Right.
I cry a lot.
Right. Man, I haven't got any deal yet. I'm probably about a year or so in. The only deal I'm getting is 25 years. That's the only deal.
Fucker.
You know, I'm not getting nothing. So I'm in my chair, man. I'm slouched. I'm done. I'm defeated. He gets up, he walks by, pats me on the shoulder. He's like, cheer up, lad. And I'm like,
the fuck am I supposed to cheer up about?
Yeah. You know, I'm like, and I'm like, you know what? I get back to the unit. I remember that dream. And I said, I'm a fighter. I ain't taking this shit laying down. Fuck that. Man, I got up every day, man. I'm in the law library, working on my case, this, that, and the other. Finally, I find a loophole. In my indictment, the language read, unknown and known, knowingly and unknowingly. Those are all terms of conspiracy. You don't know fully what's going on, so you're using this terminology that's making it conspiracy. So I'm jotting things down. I'm boop, 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 boop. I go to my lawyer. I'm like, check this out. He's looking at everything. He's like, you know what? This could work. If I get a conspiracy charge, I get under the mandatory minimum because the conspiracy charge is open-ended. So
conspiracy on whose part?
On me.
I'm all fucked up here. So you're in there for pimping,
right?
And now your conspiracy. You're saying you have created a conspiracy,
right? By the language that was in the indictment and by everything, by the evidence
you hadn't
and everything.
Created a conspiracy.
No, it created itself. You know, by everything that was presented. You know, so I used that. He goes to the prosecutor. I'm like, look, man, give me this conspiracy charge, no mandatory minimum, I'll sign today. He's like, okay, let me go talk to her. He went, talked to her. I think he came back a couple days later. He's like, man, look, this is what I have for you. You better sign. If not, she said, you're going to trial. That's it.
And you don't want to go to trial.
Don't want to go to trial. It was a 9 to 12 year deal. I signed ASAP.
Boom.
Boom. That's way better than 25.
Yeah, I guess I just can't imagine 12 years. But anyway, fuck it. Fuck it. It's half of 25. That's for damn sure.
Right.
Or more.
You know? Yeah. So I'm like, I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, shoot, I'm 19. Oh, well, I still get home in my 20s, you know?
Yeah.
Well, at this time, I'm 20. So I'm probably about 20 and some change.
Yeah, but now you're not going to be an old man when you come stumbling out.
Right. You know? So I'm like, okay, cool. So boom, I get to the courtroom and the judge, he said, so his name was we called him Hang 'em High Hayes.
Hang 'em High Hayes.
Hang 'em High Hayes.
Doesn't sound like a good guy to have.
No. Everybody that gave me a review on this guy is, he'll hang you high.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sitting there, yeah, the crime you committed was real heinous and dot. I mean, he's going in, man. I'm sitting there, I got the cuffs on. I lean back, I say a prayer. I'm like, Lord, please let this man, please guide his heart or something, Lord. And then I come back on everything I love, on my children. As he's talking, he stops. He looks off into the distance. He comes back probably about 4 seconds later and goes, 60 months sounds sufficient enough.
Say what?
Right. I'm sitting there, I'm like, 12, 24, 36, 48, 6, 5 years. Damn, my dream said I was only going to get 5 years. I'm like, oh shit, man. I'm trying to run up out of there now at this point.
Yeah.
You know, before you change your mind. I'm like, whoa, 9 to 12 years is what I signed. You gave me 5 years.
Something happened.
God happened, man.
In your mind, you just kind of go, well, it's just what it's going to be. I mean, but you're not sitting there climbing up the walls. You're just doing, roughly doing life.
You're doing the time. You're not letting the time do you. And that's what people have to be able to do. If not, you'll sit there, be miserable. You know, I had to learn that. You know, it took me some years to learn that. And it's staying away from that phone, staying away from that email, anything that could connect you to the outside world, stay away from it. That makes you hard time. And that's what I learned my last 2 years. I went to the to the maximum, and I said, you know what? I'm not calling nobody.
Done.
I'm done. I'm about to work out, do all the things, you know, and go home.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, and I'll just add, you know, it's very similar in people who are coming into recovery. You know, I have dealt with people for 40 years in that. The whole game is, they say, people, places, and things. Stay away from the people, the places, and the things that make you want to get fucked up. You go rolling back and hang out, you know, I'm just going to go over to the bar and have a couple sodas with my buddies. Fuck that. You're going to go get wasted.
Right.
The buddies, tough luck. You'll find out a lot of them aren't really your buddies. You just got to walk. There'll be a few that'll walk with you, but not many.
Right.
And the things, you know, like, don't be, you know, things like, what do you do on Saturdays? What are the things you do? Don't do them.
Right.
You know, go to the gym. Don't go walking in the park where you used to go. You know, all these little things that you don't realize. It sounds to me like something clicked in you that went like, just stay away from the people, the places, and the things. Just that takes. I am of the belief that requires some sort of a spiritual and or religious experience. Something happens in your brain. It happened to me at 26. I don't know. Well, it was my mom's death, but a lot of people have their mom died and they don't get clean.
Right.
You know, whatever. I did. So anyway, back now you got in Seattle because they made you come here, right? They said, get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah. I couldn't go back to California and do my probation and whatnot. So I was just like, okay. I mean, I sort of don't want to go back anyway. You know, that's only gonna, because like I told my mom, you know, she's the one that hooked me up to come out here, you know. And
you're still close with your mom?
I am. And to this day, she'd be like, baby, are you ever gonna come back? And I tell her, I'm like, Mom, I may have forgot what I've done to people, but they haven't forgot what I did to them, you know.
Good point.
So there's no reason for me to come back, because now I got to have my head on a swivel. I got to move differently. Here, I'm able to move freely. I have no enemies. I don't.
And right now, do I understand you're trying to get a couple businesses started?
Yes, I have one started. I do non-emergency medical transportation,
Cool.
and then I just started a trucking company.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's hard work.
Yeah.
I saw your website.
Oh.
I saw you. Of course, I went on your website. Jesus Christ! I see your little thing. Well, I'm going to see was MedTree.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And what's the name of the other one?
I did MedTree Trucking.
MedTree Trucking. That's the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay, because I thought I saw two names. Maybe I'm mistaken. I might be mistaken. I thought I saw two names, but whatever. MedTree.
Yeah. MedTree. Mm-hmm.
So if anybody wants to get some, tell us about what is MedTree right away. Bing it.
Well, it's a non-emergency medical transportation. We service the greater Seattle area. We're branching out into Tacoma and all that good stuff. But essentially, we basically transport elderly or whomever to doctor's appointments and stuff like that, and back to their nursing facility and or hospital. What I'm trying to do, I was hoping by the end of the year, so probably early in the next year, I wanted to start the DME side of
What's DME?
MedTree, a durable medical equipment.
Okay.
So I used to work for a place called Norco Medical.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay, so
I know the name, and I know Norco is a big company.
Yes, it is. So I worked for them for like 2 years or so, 3 years, something like that, and man, I loved it.
Really?
I loved it. And I was thinking, I was like, well, shoot, I can add that to MedTree.
Yeah, why not?
Let's corner the medical
Damn
market
right.
if we
Damn
can.
right.
So so getting into the DME, we do prescription pickups and stuff like that. We do it all.
Good for you, man.
Do it all.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Now, my understanding is you are a famous poet, known around the world. The whole show is stopping now because they're like, finally, we're getting to hear the guy do some poetry.
Oh, man.
Would you do some?
With my wordplay, some would say that my vernacular is so spectacular that I could flip spatulas or mentally, methodically calculate the rate of logic. Algebra. As my acquaintance would say, I'm cocky, bruh, or confidently conceited. The 3 C's, an acronym installed inside of me that can never be deleted. And I'm not talking ebonics, I'm talking this poetic hooked on phonics. My literature's like the GD's, a 360, full circle of knowledge. And I went to college, an AS degree in computer science, control, alt, and deleting the violence. Crips with my mental prowess move in silence while closed eyelids, blind wannabe gangsters dumbfounded to what Stanley Tookie Williams did for the kids before he was dying. And why must they go to war, killing off the INGs and the ERs at the end of their words? The ignorant say it's absurd to enunciate every syllable that occurs to make sure our words always slur. But I've been put on this earth to feed the youth through the use of vocabulary brain food. Here's your spoon, little dude. Eat up, young soldier. I'm here to equip you with vocabulary pistols that'll make any platoon refuse to move with the stupidity that's been assumed. In that I allude and I conclude the epitome of my wordplay.
That is really cool. All right, man. Hey, so good to talk to you.
Thank you. You too.
I'm so glad you hooked up with me or got a hold of me or whatever.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Mafi.
Yeah, my boy, Mafi D, man. Go listen to his music if you haven't.
Yeah,
please.
He's a good guy.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Adios. Thank you for listening to The Mark Howley Show. If you found this story as intriguing as we did, give us a like, share the episode, and subscribe at The Mark Howley Show. New episodes every other Friday. Adios.